Greetings and felicitations, YouTube. We're doing this. I present to you the all-mechanized Dawi campaign army. Let's freaking do this. Real quick, while this is loading in, let me go ahead and give you the list of mods that I am using at the very top of this. Please see the comments for the list of all the people involved in the creation of these mods. The mods that I'm using the Less Blood, Less Gore mod. I'm using the Dwarf Units Stronger Dwarf mod, the Dwarf Juggernaut, the Dwarf Keg Tank, the Dwarf Units pack up to date for Morden and Paunch. I'm using the Grand Custom Campaign Map main mod, and that also requires GCCM to custom assets. Dwarf Air Force Regiments of Renown, Dwarf Engineer Ranged Weapons Ancillaries, Dwarf Grudge Tank, Hellstorm Gyrocopter for Empire and Dwarf new unit, Rotary Cannon Gyrocopter, Empire and Dwarf, Tears of Valea Gyro Bomber for the Dwarfs. Okay. Thank you, Homer. I'm gonna start calling him Homer, like I disdainfully speak of the campaign advisor in Troy. Okay, Homer. Anyway, we're here. We're playing as Thorgrim. There isn't really a good, like, mechanized mount for any lords, so the best bet here is going to be using Palikins. It's really pretty much the only dwarf lord mecha option that's available until somebody else makes a mod for it. But yes, so we're playing as Thorgrim Grudgebear, as he will be carried into battle at the very least. And likely Rune Lords. We're definitely going to get Grombrindle at some point. But the real purpose of this campaign is going to be for some of these really, truly epic units that we can use in this campaign. And they are things like the Dwarf Death Roller, seen here. Here's the stats for it. The Black Hummer Bomber Squadron, which is only available in karaz-a-karak. Let's see here. We've also got such beauties as Akraloth the Golden Wrath. The deal here is this is a dragon, a star dragon, who has agreed to look past the ancient feud between dragons and dwarves, so long as the dwarves give Akraloth a bountiful supply of gold and diamonds and gems and whatnot. He will fight for the dwarves. I think that's actually kind of appropriate for this army, because, well, let's face it, we're going to be the most powerful force in the sky. Let's also take a look here. The Dwarf Brewhouse. I don't think I'll really be using that unit too much. Some of these units I are part of this campaign only because some of the units I wanted are in mods that have, like 8 or 9 new units, but they're not all based around the Dawi Mechanized Army. Now let's look at the hangar. The Juggernaut, the Dwarf Keg Tank, the Fire Thrower. Oh wait, that's Fire Throwers, like guys who carry flamethrowers on their backs kind of deal. I don't know that we'll be using it. We might. The Gyro Bomber you're familiar with. The Tears of Valea Gyro Bomber. I'm pretty sure I'll only be using one of these. They use a giant nuke singular bomb drop. It is nuts. Let's see here. The Gyrocopter Hellstorm rockets. You know, the flame cannon already. Over here we got the Dwarf Bombard. That's probably won't be using that unit. The Damaz tank is a shock tank. It's a tank that is used only for melee. Gyrocopter with Brimstone gun. Iron Drakes. You know about Iron Drakes. Gyrocopters of Doom have flaming ammo. There's Elite Thunderers in there. I don't know that we'll be using them. Lokri's Judgment? No, probably not. I don't know that we'll be doing too much with artillery pieces. I'll make sure I didn't skip anything here. Gyrocopter with a rotary cannon is in there. Yeah, who else? Ah, yes, the Rune Guardians and Rune Giants are definitely going to be a part of this campaign. These are not mechanized so much as they're, like, dwarven kaiju, and it makes sense to bring them along if you're also going to be bringing in the mechanized forces. And then here we also have the Dwarf Death Roller. It's available out of the Engineers Guild Hall and the... Oh, the karaz-a-karak airfield is the gyrocopter base required for building Black Hammer Bomber Squadron. This might actually be associated with this through the fact that the two mods don't necessarily communicate with each other. And Lost Rangers. I'm not familiar with that unit. Coming out of the refectory. Okay, well. Alright, so that's a general overview. Let's, do tell me in the comments where you want me to take my armies, what we're going to be doing with them. We have to use what we have available to us, because there's also going to be boatloads of regiments of renown that are relevant to this. Some of them not available until level 35, and so on. The Bugman Special Delivery, the Gyro Supplier, the Gyrocopter with Cannon, Skyhammer, Gyro Bomber. There's some really unique regiments of renown in here, and I can't wait to use them. They're available at level 29 and above. Are there any others? Yes, we got to start ranking up. We've got ourselves some greenskins, don't we? Trespassing. Here we go. Beheld by the enraged gaze of Grimnir, the bloody spears have trespassed with impunity all over the sacred mountains. Their forces gather to the east and must be defeated in battle before their strength is regained. Here we go. Here we are. So, there's two ways that I can do the campaign videos. The campaign battle videos, I should say, in this campaign. And I want to get your feedback on it, as well as your feedback on a couple of other things. Basically, what I want to know is your thoughts on the two different ways that I can give you these campaign battles. The first one is like this, like I've done on my channel before many times, where I just kind of cast what's happening live. Where I do the battle and we'll just, kind of go through it together. The other way is where instead of... Oh, what a volley. Instead of my typical manner of live casting the shenanigans, I will do it all in this method, in battle replay, where I kind of cast after the fact what happened and give you all the best angles and the most cinematic views I really can. I do believe my artillery needs to be shooting more. Here we go. Oh, what a volley. Oh, this position on the hill makes it perfect. They get these deep penetrating hits. Oh, I love that. Alright, we're already shooting up the air, boys. Time to get our countercharge going. Wait. Since they're shifting. Uh-oh. I kind of just let Nash rack through. Oh well. My mistake. Let's lower his melee defense here. Good lord. Hammerers, they're just boys. Hammerers, they're just boys. Let's go ahead and target that. Alright, Thorgrim, come on. Clean that guy up. Thank you. Alright, hammer is one. Let's go ahead and hit the other orc boy. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here quickly. I want to save my miners. Thank you. Kill Urks. Grudge thrower, change your target. Quarrelers, point blank, biggins. Okay, you don't get that close, thanks. There we go, Quarrelers. Come on, Hammerers. They're just orc boys. What's wrong with you all? Uh-oh, Nashrak's back. Great. And these boys are back. Oh my goodness. Am I about to lose this? Good lord. No. Okay. I'm about to win this. What am I talking about? I just took horrific casualties, though. I don't like that at all. Oh my goodness. Let's get out of here. Not my best managed battle. That's so satisfying to listen to, the dwarf warriors chanting their battle cries. Okay, we are going to execute the captives. Very good. So, that marks off the grudge. Grudge issued, grudge removed. 15 oath gold, 1,000 treasury. So we won that battle. Rank gained for Thorgrim. We're going to need plenty. Oh, and now we need to occupy the Pillars of Grugni. Don't think this army's going to be the one to do it, if I'm being completely honest with you. They just have 2 boys and 3 goblins, though, and then whatever's left of that army.
Retake the realms.
Let's go ahead and Inspiring Presence or Route Marcher. Let's get Route Marcher out of the way now, because I am going to want that. No regiments are renowned until rank 10. Okay. Do I press my advantage? Do I press my advantage? Of course I do. Let's do it. I can do better, I promise. And this time, I'll show you the second method. Thorgrim is not a patient man, and with a battered army, he intends to take out what he perceives to be just some simple, pathetic greenskins and gobos. Not a real threat, something that he can actually face down and defeat by himself. The greenskins will lay on the ground in pieces, battered, smashed, punctured, slashed by as, crushed by rock. And all the while, my artillery gets to expend its ammunition, grievously harming the foe as he tries to regroup with his reinforcements, taking horrific casualties along the way. Rocks do not discriminate between greenskin and gobbo, between umgi and... No, wait, what is it? It's groby and uruk. That's what it was, right? I think that's right. But as the greenskins gather their courage, they begin their assault. And I do have to worry that I don't have enough units to meet every threat, regardless of the beautiful, beautiful artillery shots I'm able to get on the enemy. I still only have the 2 artillery pieces right now. No time to replenish, no time to wait. Press your advantage before the greenskin threat can grow at the Pillars of Grugni. We cannot suffer the greenskin to live in the Pillars of Grugni himself. Our quarrelers are now in range. Our warriors are going to get into position to check their assault. We just have to hold out long enough for our quarrelers and for our grudge throwers to put in the death throw. Unfortunately, The grudge throwing crews get confused, conflicting orders across the board. They don't quite know where to stand to make their attack. And here comes the reinforcing force of Nashrak. Seeing the charge from the hammers being met heavily, Thorgrim Grudgebear is going to go in himself, support his hammerer allies. A great mighty greenskin Waz is called just as his forces start to run away. Nashrak is ready to turn the tide himself. Deflecting arrows like they mean nothing and chasing Thorgrim. Landing a big hit, but Thorgrim just kind of shakes it off. It was just in the back of his throne. He's got to come over here and help out the dwarf warriors before they fall apart. Another Wa is called. Oh, point blank, right in the face. These Quarrelers, unfortunately, are going to get caught up because the miners are done. They've had enough of this. So this Quarreler is going to have to stand their ground and hold off against these Gobos, but unfortunately they are met by yet more greenskins. There's unfortunately just a few too many forces for us all to account for. The artillery is in position trying to take out some of their errors, but here comes more greenskins threats. Point blank shots, but unfortunately the hammerers are done, and now nothing is left to prevent these guys from taking on the grudge throwers. I pull them off the artillery pieces thinking, let's just leave them on a merry chase. Hopefully we'll be able to come back to it later. Our Quarrelers also have to fall back because of this breach in our line. They turn around, take a good valiant shot, and it somewhat works in checking their charge. We still need to fall back a little bit more as they try to chase the artillery crew. Thorgrim continues to fight on. The dwarf warriors here to support him, but Nashrak has clean run them over, and the dwarf warriors flee. It's just Thorgrim by himself now. Yet more Quarrelers have to fall back. As in hand, shield held high, they will stop, turn, and shoot. Will it be enough to stop the biggins? Yes, it is. But they do have to continue moving, because here comes the Gobos. The artillery crew, unfortunately, getting escorted off the battlefield. Our other group of Quarrelers finally losing their morale and needing to break loose. Held out very, very long and admirably. Orc arrows and goblin archers raining death on our other Quarreler units. The men of Thorgrim holding him aloft as he continues to swing his axe as the Book of Grudges gets bloodied. And this is with the less blood, less gore mod, too. These Quarrelers are caught between two goblin units, trying their darndest to just hold the line even as they get shot by arrows. They fall back again. This one is a tactical withdrawal, not a... Ooh, that poor man. Like I said, this is a tactical withdrawal, not a rout. But unfortunately, they just can't get away from the Gobbies. The Groby scum. The greenskin-hated foe. They'll turn around and try as much as they can to get one more shot off. We'll see if they can pull it off. At point blank, can they do it? I don't think they will. I think their morale is finally broken. Which means there's only one thing left to hold this army. Thorgrim Grudgebearer, whose throne is protecting him from arrows in the back, but he turns around just in time to face it. The dead piled around him. One after another of greenskin scum falling by his axe. Each arrow, of course, punctuating the Book of Grudges, but also reminding him his impatience will probably doom him. Look at the man, covered in arrows. The Book of Grudges completely bloodied. But you can also see the opportunity is still there for victory. The arrows are doing as much damage to their own units as it is to him. And then the Gabi archers over here, the Grobi, have joined in the attack since they have loosed every arrow they have into the man. And yet he stands, or sits, while his 4 Pelican bearers stand. Fountains of blood from the dying greenskins. He chases off yet another wave of attacks. Kills yet more, takes more arrows. Can he chase off the goblin archers? The dead litter the battlefield at the Pillars of Grugni. But still the arrows come. And here comes the next wave of Grobi assailers. And these archers continue to hold. But at that, Thorgrim Grudgebearer can fight no more, and it is a valiant defeat. What can I say? I got greedy. Oh well. We'll we'll have to do something about that. Wasn't expecting that big of a defeat. Alright, let's start working on our... We do need to grow this location as quickly as possible, so we're going to go with Barleyfield as our first thing here. In the meantime, all we're really going to be able to recruit are miners... I'm sorry, not even miners, just dwarf warriors, and we will. It's absolutely what we're going to do. And we do have regular miners we can recruit. Their armor piercing isn't necessary right now against the greenskins, so we're just going to go with the 3 dwarf warriors. Leave it at that. So I still have to deal with this Pillars of Grugni grudge. Alright. Also, do let me know if you want me to name any units. Since I'm going to be starting basically with a fresh dwarf army, no special units, no artillery, no thunderers, being chased, cannot run. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm just gonna... Oh gosh, and they have a new lord too. Oh, that's a problem. I think I could get rid of everybody else with Thorgrim, but I don't think I can get rid of Krusha, so we're just gonna have to... Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright. Let's just do this. This is what I'm going to do live, so you can at least hear the panic in my voice as this one's falling apart. This is what I think is the benefit of doing live battles, is you get to hear my emotions in the raw as they happen. So, we just got to get our quarrelers set up and protected by Thorgrim. Thorgrim's going to have to tank everything with his 1,000 hit points. Let's do this. They do have goblin archers and orc arrow boys. Alright. Thorgrim, that Oath of Vengeance better be really good. Here we go. Let's, sure, the goblin archers have longer range. No, they don't. Who has longer range? What's Biggins? Biggins, where's there? We're fine. Just go for it. Let's start dodging some arrows. Aha! Haha! Haha! Come on, Palinkin, move quicker. Let's get that charge going and debuff his melee defense. Thorgrim's out. Okay. GG. That was a bit quick. Yep. Crusha, huh? I'll have to deal with you later. This is not the start I was anticipating, guys. I keep doing this. I do this in Shogun too, where in the first turn I just get greedy and I want to keep pushing. Oh well. We live, we learn. Or, in Thorgrim Grudgebear's case, we live, we learn. His entire army is, of course, gone. My entire starting army, gone. First turn. Woo! Oh, come on. Push on to karaz-a-karak. Let me beat you up with my garrison. No? Alright. New grudge. You know, that's totally what I meant to do all along. I just want as much oath gold as possible. Let's just do it like that. Alright. There isn't even an army left for me to put a new lord into. Oh my gosh. Well, let's go ahead and recruit our first rune lord. God, I'm gonna have an extra lord just sitting in my lords and heroes table forever. Alright, melee defense, melee attack, physical resistance, or leadership size, character leadership effect. Let's go with the Ancestral Blood of Grimnir. Yes. You have to sit here while we get you an army, okay? It's going to be at least 2 turns of that. Heck, it's going to be at least... yeah, 2 turns. 2 turns of that. Fergil Death Dealer is going to need a name. He's going to need a name. I'm going to be waiting here for a while to satisfy these 2 grudges while I replenish my forces. But hey, it happens. We also have some diplomacy we could be doing. Let's talk to Greybeard's prospectors all the way out here. They cannot trade with us. But we can promise them non-aggression. Really? Really? Yes. Alright, Barakvar. We're totally good, they say. Zufbar. Let's do that whole non-aggression thing, shall we? Thank you. Start building up some good, better relations with these fellow Dawi of mine, so that one day they may truly join my confederation. Alright, karaz-a-karak has 1 more turn on that building. I have 1 more turn on Levy Missile Warriors. Let me tell you why. Because I can eventually get myself down to pressure regulating valves, heavy armor plating, improved gyrocopter engines. Most of the stuff that I'm going to be using are on the bottom right tier of that chain. Rat poison. Interesting. Okay, well. So, that's another turn end. Okay, so we got that technology. Karaz-a-karak is upgraded. And we got 3 more Dwarf Warriors. Now, while we upgrade Karaz-a-karak some more, this will get us to Quarrelers and the Lost Rangers, a unique unit. Let's, and eventually to Athane. We're going to go ahead and spend the 1,500, get the clan barracks, upgrading the granary, and let's work on some more military units. We are absolutely going to need this building chain right here, the Siege Workshop, so we're going to work on that right now. Let's see here, this is Lost Rangers as well for the refractory. I know I'm going to want most of these buildings, but I think this is the more important financial building, so we're going to go for that one instead. Alright, so it's going to be at least 2 more turns of recruiting dwarf warriors or miners. Let's go ahead and start sprinkling in some miners. We'll do 1 turn, just to see if that's going to be enough for us to push against Crusha. I don't like the idea of fighting the greenskins without any correlers or artillery pieces, but that might be what we're forced to do.
All here are honored dwarfkin.
They offer to join my fight against the Scabii. They just want 100. I mean, sure, this'll help build better relations. Alright, Pillars of Grugni. Oh man, what do you got? What do you got? Still just that same building. Gonna need to kick you guys out sooner than rather than later. So there's an Orc Arrow Boy, a Goblin Archer, 2 boys, and the Lord still. Just those same units. I think I'm about at the stage where I can swarm them. I think I could take this. It'll be embarrassing if I can't. Let's. I'm gonna be playing it super safe here. Let's take another turn.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
Morgrim. Okay, Morgrim. He's trying to tell us what his name is. I think that's kind of cute. We'll see if the audience thinks he needs to have the name Morgrim or not. A confederation already? Dang. Thorgrim Grudgebearer is ready for duty. Okay. So we might not even get the opportunity to name this guy, because guess what I'm doing?
What do you want?
Booting you out.
Retake the realms.
That's right. Retake the realms, Thorgrim. Alright. Now then. We are going to go ahead and pick up our Grudge Thrower. I really want to see what this Lost Ranger is about, so we're taking one of those. And we're going to take a Quarreler, because we're just going to need a Quarreler. And that's going to end another turn. Oh, I probably should have looked at the buildings. Oh, well. Another turn of earning money isn't going to hurt. Let's be honest, everything in these early stages of this campaign is just preamble to the true objective here. We gotta get to the mechanized army. Oh, he's recruiting now. I see. Bring it on, Grugni. Well, I mean, help me out, Grugni. Help me take back this place. And we're gonna get a chance to see one of our new units. Lost Rangers. They're not a mechanized troop, obviously, but we are going to at least get to see a new unit. We're going to mark 2 grudges here. Okay, so they've picked up a couple of fast movers. Goblin Wolf Rider and Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. These are actually some of my favorite units, just from the way they look and the way they are used. I just really like that unit. Alright, so 6 warriors, 6 miners, a quarreler, a grudge thrower, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, and the Lost Rangers. Let's see how this does. So here's our new unit, the Lost Ranger. That's pretty cool. They're carrying what appears to be lizardmen weapons. It's actually a very well-made unit. The details are actually really good on these guys. I'm impressed. Quite impressed. So let's see what they do. So they're anti-infantry. They have vanguard deployment. They have stalk. Ooh, cool. They have rampage. Really? And fast for a dwarf. What's their tooltip? It says, beset by strange foes in the lands of Lustria, these rangers have had to adapt to survive. I see that. This guy isn't even carrying an axe. He's just carrying double Lustrian cudgels here. Alright. So, they've made it back home after a very long time. Alright, then. Alright, I'm on the attack, but I have the crutch thrower. Okay, let's see who there is to kill. This army's a lot bigger than I remember it being. Let's take out the orc era boys. There's a big one in here. I'm gonna need to find it. There it is. Let's go ahead and move that line over this way. And we're gonna get the correlers right up behind them. Let's watch these rocks. Direct hit. We even got some wolves. That's actually exactly what I was hoping for. They change in their mind. There, you can see our formation in the background. I think they're changing their mind about falling back now that they know I can sling rocks at them. Let's watch these big uns take it. This is actually really cool. Here we go. Rocks? Rocks? No? No rocks? They stopped shooting. They must have lost sight of them for a second. Oh wait, those are just boys. Where's... Oh, come on. That's alright. It's a blob. We'll take the blob. There's the big uns. Let's go ahead and activate line 2. They're absolutely going to try to move to outflank. But I'm not exactly just gonna let them. Let's go ahead and charge our this unit straight in. I really want to get a look at them in battle. Wow, they are fast! Holy cow. And now they're rampaging. And now they're dying, actually. Get in there, Thorgrim. Help them out. Now they're going on a wall right through, it looks like. Don't let them through, don't let them through, don't let them through. Time to charge in some dwarf warriors. This was just the minor line after all. Okay, we're almost chased off the wolf riders. Let's get the quarrelers focusing on it too. They just activated another wad. Did I just catch that? Did I just catch it? I caught him. I caught him. Yes. Let's go ahead and start chucking rocks at the orc era boys. Thorgrim's actually kind of losing in here. I don't like that. We need to get him some support. Let's shoot those goblins, please. Thank you. Alright, got these guys back. We'll rear charge with them. Let's look how speedy this charge of theirs is. Look at that charge. It's actually kind of comedic how quick their little feet were moving. Shoot up those archers, please. They activated another wah. Let's go ahead and debuff their lord. I'm gonna pull around with these miners. There's only one left in the Lost Ranger, guys. Sorry to say. Chase off the Goblin Riders. I really don't want them thinking it's okay to go after my artillery. Let's pull one of the warriors through into the goblin archers. Retarget over here. Just dissuade the goblin wolf rider archers from coming. Thank you. Let's chase off a routing unit. Let's convince these goblin archers to run away. Alright, let's chase off the wolf rider archers again. Alright, they're shattered. Let's shoot into the blob. Kind of over the heads of our friends. Bring him back. Artillery. Shoot at that. I'm going to bring these guys back. Actually, here's what you guys can do. Kill Nashrak. Victory is in our grasp. Is that Nashrak, really? Oh yeah, it is. I brought him back too. I guess he came back at the same time Thorgrim does. That makes sense. Oh, Nashrak decided to come back, huh? Let's see if I can get a direct hit with my artillery piece. Here we go. Last few rocks. Missed. 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 Taking this one manually. Here we go. Oh. Oh. Nope. Out of ammo. Right? Right. Yep, that's it. That was the last one. Oh, wow. He's actually going to make it to combat. Correlers, can you not take him out, please? Also, why isn't this battle over? Come on. Have I not won enough? Oh gosh, about to get caught. My warriors flee. Oh my goodness, come on. Let's not turn a victory into a defeat here, guys. Pretty please. Oh boy. Okay, we're going into a late stage. Well, here we go. Nashrak's going to charge me. And I've got infantry support, so this shouldn't be a problem. These goblins done? These goblins done? I think they're done. Let's shoot the orc boys. Glugzag. Let's take away his melee defense, and this is going to end Nashrak real quick. Don't let him escape. Don't let him escape. Run faster, my pelincans. Come on. Somebody hit him. Thank you. Oh! Okay, warrior. You got Nashrak. I don't think he's coming back. Enemy lord is wounded. You saw his head pop off, right? So that is step 1 in this crazy campaign of ours. Step 1. We've made war kills, such huge numbers all across the board. The lost range is apparently the 115 kills. I don't know how they managed that. They died to a man when they only had 80 kills left, but their souls must have taken out the rest on their routing. Or maybe it was that they died, those greenskins died of their injuries inflicted by lost rangers. Okay. We're gonna occupy it. This does belong to us after all. And that's 2 more grudges right there.
Fixing up the captured city, sir. Yet there are many grudges still to settle. Perfidious manlings and bloodthirsty vampires.
Okay, Homer. Alright, quest issued. win this battle, and I'll gain a runesmith and a dragon helm. Well, that'll be useful. Also, the chapter objectives, which are fine. Just fine. And now we have enough oath gold to get our first few excellent resources here. We also have diamonds now from karaz-a-karak. But let's take a look at what can we get? Nope. Okay. Ooh, there's even a recycle option. That's so cool. All right, we're gonna start with the enchanted items. Let me take a look real quick at what stuff are you going to be getting. So you're gonna have a weapon, an armor. That's got to be a unique item. That's a unique item. Where even are the slots? Hold on. Armor, weapon, talisman, enchanted items. So that's gonna do every slot. Every slot for Thorgrim. It's gonna have a ridiculous item. So this will mostly just be for my next lord, that rune lord that I have sitting in reserve. But I think I'm gonna go with the Slayer's Ring. That will go on our fantastic leader until it comes time to pass it on to someone else. I think that goes in. Here it is. And we gotta put some skill points on Thorgrim. We're gonna put our first one on, yes, the grudges. Order the Deeps, subterranean battles, obstinacy, vigor, loss reduction for the army. That might not be bad. Let's do our grudge against the vow, please. Thank you. And let's start building things. But I can build up this, the dwarf outpost. I already have a barley field here, which I don't mind. Let's just go ahead and take advantage of the growth and keep growing. Keep growing. Okay, everybody. I think that's where I'm going to have to put an end to it for today. I'm going to go ahead and recruit more artillery pieces, because that's actually going to be important for the mechanized army, at least until we can get some real units in here. We'll do 2 bolt throwers, 2 grudge throwers. Everything else is just chaff until then, right? Right. So let's merge them down. Grimnir's axe thirsts. There we go. Alright, everybody. Love you. Ta-ta.